Good afternoon. Welcome to 322 Midway here in Kirkwood, Missouri. This house is a beautiful 1950, and it's at that crossover where you have a combination of modern construction techniques, but it still retains some of the pre-war style elements, which are so cool. It's on a very nice, quiet street. Similar homes, as you can see. We have a driveway that butts up against the next door neighbors, and we'll take a look at that, the backyard, when we go out through the kitchen. But for right now, I'd like to focus on this front paved area, flower beds. There's definitely some room to have your own take on the plants. A little bit of gardening up here would be beautiful. And this is one of the really cool features. We have a arched door. Here's the door itself. That looks really cool. Coming inside, we have the living room. Living room's a really good size, and it's open through an archway into the dining and kitchen. So this is a 4-bedroom home. We'll go do the bedrooms in just a minute. But I want to point out some of the cool features first. We still have stained glass in a house made after World War II. I don't know how many times I've seen that. I could probably count it on one hand. But that's really cool there. Updated tile around the fireplace. And these floors are just gorgeous. They're original hardwood that's been restained in a dark color. Really makes the walls pop. When you have light colored white walls and a dark floor, it looks great. It's always nice to have that contrast. So what I'm going to do, let's start out with the bedrooms down here. So this room here would be a great room if you're doing a multi-generational house for someone who may be older or would like to have bathroom access on the main living floor. It provides a good access to that. Again, throughout the house, I'll just mention there's updated windows. But the reason I say this bedroom in particular is it does have the double closets. Or, actually, that's not a double closet. I guess you might call this a Jack and Jill closet, because you can go in through this door, and I'm not going to do it because it'll hit the door behind, but then come back out through there. Have the bathroom here. This has been redone. Looks really nice and white. And I love this tile. These 1 foot by 2 foot pieces. It really gives a luxury feel. And it looks like marble, but it's easy clean. It's just tile. It's not marble. So you don't have to worry about using special cleaners or anything on that. Coming through here, we have the second bedroom. And the other benefit of this house has so much potential for home work or working from home. So if you have more than one family member who both have to work at home at the same time, you could have one of those bedrooms used as an office. You have this space up here, which could either be a family room or playroom or home office as well. And then we have the 2 other bedrooms. I'll start with the smaller of the 2 here. And even though this is a smaller bedroom, you can see it still does have a decent sized closet, which you have to remember, we're talking 1950. So that's really cool there. And then we have the Jack and Jill bathroom, or Brady Bunch bathroom, if you will. So again, really high-end shower system here. This uses 2 foot by 4 foot tile squares, which are excellent. Less grout to have to worry about keeping clean. And then we're back into the primary bedroom or owner's suite. This is a really good sized bedroom. Obviously you can fit a good bed, a large bed in here. And again, has double closets. You have a large walk-in closet here. As well as a standard sized closet here over the staircase. So let's take a walk downstairs. We can check out the dining room and kitchen now. Nice formal dining. Opens up into the kitchen with the back door here. We have the rear deck, which does provide some privacy this way from the neighbor on this side. And then down below is a covered patio. And this would be a great place for a hot tub because you're down below the fence line here. You're not really overlooked by your neighbor on the other side either. Nice relatively flat backyard. Good amount of shade too, but no trees here overhanging the house, which is nice to see. And now let's check out this kitchen. Please do remember to like and subscribe. And if there's anything else you'd like to see, or when I do these videos, anything you'd like us to focus on, please let us know in the comments. See here we have a tiled floor in the kitchen. New cabinets, the refrigerator area there. Obviously new appliances. And I'm not sure if you've seen these sinks online or in the stores or on YouTube or anywhere before, but they're super cool. So they're multifunctional. You obviously have your cutting board in there, so you can just wipe all your scraps into the garbage disposal. There's a waterfall faucet here for rinsing things off, as well as having a glass washer here, which I am not going to touch because it'll just shoot water everywhere. Stone countertops, which look really nice. A pantry wall here, as well as an excellent use of space in the stairwell to the basement by building pantry shelves that are curved in there so you can still walk around them. Down into the basement, have a finished room here, which does have some scope for upgrading. This is the one that has the walkout that walks back out to where the parking area is. And then we have a room in here. This could be your third home office if you so desired. So lots of space for working, or it could be a home theater room, or a room for loud young people to hang out in. And then we have a laundry room here and unfinished area with gobs and gobs and gobs of storage. Now I'm going to show you something here, and obviously there's updated electric, has a cast iron stack. As we look around this way, we have water heater, furnace, and A-coil. But this is kind of a cool little room that you may not have seen before if you don't live in St. Louis, or if you have never been in an older home. So we have this, which I've always heard called either a coal cellar or canning cellar. Now this was never a coal cellar because I don't see a door where the coal would go in. Usually for coal, there's like a metal box door thing for the coal truck to dump the coal down into the basement. That's not here. So I think this is for canning, but it's built underneath the front porch. So as you can see, you have a concrete roof. You definitely don't, and so it's always going to be a little bit moist down here. Great for storing your home canning goods, which is what it was designed for because it stays cool. Paint, things like that, it's good. Don't want to be keeping any, important documents or anything that's susceptible to moisture. But it's also good when we have these St. Louis tornadoes because you have cement on all sides. So, hope you enjoyed this tour. Please remember to like and subscribe again, and look forward to talking to you next time. Thank you.